Hey there, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Jax from AVA Live Radio, and we are doing the live streaming 2016 today on music industry and marketing. And I'm really happy that you guys are here because this is technology today. We're not only doing this on Blab, but we also have a simulcast on Periscope for you all to join. Really happy to see you all sharing it out on Twitter. It's so nice of you because we love social media engagement, and that is what gets the message out, not only about what I do here for AVA Live Radio, but also what other people are trying to do out there for the music artists and the music industry today. Now, the big thing that most of you are concerned with that would be tuning into this particular episode of live streaming would be boosting music sales. And I have some tips for you that I am here to deliver. And I'd also love to hear from the music artists too if they want to chime in. All they have to do is dial into this stream so that they can be part of it. And that would be really, really fun to hear what they have to say as well. But once again, you know, they are on with me every Wednesday and Thursday, and they are very, very vocal about things that they are telling us are happening out there in the music world. So don't fear. It will always be one of those situations on Wednesdays and Thursdays for Behind the Music where you're going to hear live and in person from a music artist talking about the music world, what's happening in their neck of the woods, wherever they are throughout the world, and what is actually going on in marketing music today. Now, boosting music sales is a tricky thing because most people that are trying to get music sales are actually creating music. And when you're really, really close to what you're doing, it's so difficult to actually sell it, especially because the confidence level might not be there. And you want to imagine that streams and streams and droves of people are just going to come without you giving any effort. They're just going to find you on the internet in the billions of web pages that are out there, and they're going to buy your music. Well, I'd love to say that it happens that way, but it happens for no one that way. And I'm telling you right now, whether you're marketing a dress or a piece of music or a t-shirt or a cream or whatever it is that you're marketing out there, whatever you're doing, you have to draw attention to it. You have to be the salesperson as well as the creator. And that's where a lot of us fall short as musicians, is it's really hard to say, hey, come buy my stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that these sales treats that I have for you today are really going to help you to boost your music sales. Now, I see you guys in the check over here on Blab. Hello there, everyone. Hennessy Band is in the house with me. I just want to say hi to them. The Shadow of is in the house in the check. We also have Joseph Pagano, who is in the check. These are all of our live streamers that are joining us for this. So let me just remind you one more time. If you guys want to get on the broadcast with me and actually contribute to the conversation and be seen, then just hit the join button so that you can join in with me on this stream, and I'll let you right into the conversation and you can contribute. Now, first, the number one way to boost your music sales online is, of course, this is a given that you already have t-shirts and CDs, right? You already have things for sale on your website, but you have to craft new sales offers. And by what I mean there is it's not just good enough for you guys to say, hey, I have a new release coming out. Come buy my music. That is being done already. It's not special. It is something that's happening every single day. Let me tell you how many times I open Twitter and I see somebody tweet me, come buy my music, or I have a new release, or I just released something new. It is not an unusual event. And unfortunately, if you keep using those same old taglines and you're not really getting it out there in a creative way, you're not watching how you're presenting it to people, you're going to be just grouped with the other ones. And unless somebody is a tried and true fan, they're really not going to get that alert as being something special out there. So by highlighting products and groups of products, you're really going to help boost your sales. Now, I'm going to tell you specifically how to do that, and I'm going to give you some great examples here on the stream today. Once you release your music, you've got your music out on your website, right? You have probably already released it and done the power punch on the email and the whole thing, but then things start to die down. So what do? It's called special offers. Special offers are really important. Think about the last piece of clothing that you bought online. Did you see it on a special offer? Like, did someone say it was on sale, or was it grouped in an item? Maybe it was a free gift, or it was something for something. Those special offers will really help both engagement on your social media pages, but it will also help you boost your sales. Now, throughout the year, there are different times that you could do a lot of different offers. And I'm going to address that in just a second. But first, let's think about the kind of sales and offers that you could actually do. Now, a discount on one or more items is obviously, that's a given, right? That's a big deal. Now, if your music is only already 99 cents or $1.29, then of course that's not going to apply to you. That is going to be for like a t-shirt sale or a cubby or some kind of physical product that you could discount. I wouldn't advise you guys to discount your music because it's already very, very low. So this wouldn't apply to music. This part would apply to a physical item. Like, say you came out with a t-shirt at $56, but then the sales slowed down and you could reduce it down to 46 and include a CD with it, an autograph CD, an autograph photo with it, or you could reduce it maybe more than 10%, more than 20%. It depends on how much money you're making on the item and what you can actually do. So that is what I mean by discounting. And discount for a limited time only, and make sure you put it out there. So you don't want to always have it on discount. You only want to pick certain times when you can make big releases on these discounts. So in other words, you have your music release, and then aside from your music release, you have other times where you're going to put out some great discounts like Christmas, holidays, special events. Maybe you have a concert coming out and you want to go ahead and do a discount, not only for the people who come to the event, but also the ones that join you online. There's all kinds of things that you guys can do to kind of boost those sales and get those things pumping up there, right? Rare bonus songs is another really, really good one. A lot of indie artists that are killing this marketing game are holding back material to re-release. And by what I mean is after they have the good stuff coming out, they actually have some other songs that they were thinking about putting on the album or the EP, but then didn't. And they went ahead and either did a rough copy of them in their own home studio, or they did some kind of bonus with it. They held it back and they waited for this special time to release it as an offer. So in other words, if you buy this, you're going to get this for a limited time only that nobody else has seen. That also works with so many things. Think about it. Anything customer special is really, really enticing and exciting to be able to grab. So it's just kind of marketing 101. That's one of the things I want you guys thinking about when you're doing music marketing. Grouping a number of products together is also a really good thing. So in other words, if you have albums or merchandise and you want to put them together in a special service or a special offer, a special technology bundle, anything like that, that's what we're talking about too. That would be a good idea for you guys. Offering live streaming concerts are also a great way to not only boost your engagement, but also boost the sales of your products. When you have a live streaming concert coming up, take advantage of that. Throw it out there to the fans and make sure they know that for a very, very small fee, they can get a personal invite to that concert. They'll know where it is, what's going on, and you know, for that matter, if you want to do it on Periscope, you can. You can even do it on Periscope and offer them special offers on t-shirts or buying the whole physical CD, getting it to them either through a digital download with an autograph photo or sending them an actual package, a physical package. That's always worked really well for me. Physical packages have always been great in reselling things that I released even like 5 years ago. So it's really, really easy if you just think around what it is that you actually have to offer or you have left that could be a limited time offer now. The last thing I wanted to mention to you was offering a special perk for doing so. Special perks are things like incentives. So in other words, I've seen indie artists get on things like, those auction sites or event sites where you're doing crowdfunding type of projects, and they've offered things that are special perks, such as a singing lesson from one of the best singers in the band, or you as an individual musician, maybe music lessons online where people can ask you questions, where you could do it through Skype. There's also things like dinner with the band to your local, fun people. If they do something, maybe be it bidding on a certain item or offering on a crowdfunding, maybe $100 donation for something coming up. And for that, they get products, and they'll also get to be invited to this cool dinner party or, a release party ticket. Things like that are very, very good incentives to help you guys sell more music and get it on the pre-sale. That's really, really good. Or get it on the resale if you're going to do a special event. So you can see how these kinds of offers are really, really helpful. Great, Joseph. I'm so glad you like this. He said, great idea, Jax. Yes. It's just a matter of using sales marketing. I mean, here's one thing. I have been marketing products since 1994 on the internet, and mostly clothing or music products or some kind of entertainment brand product. And they all go into the same basket as far as it goes. I mean, you basically want to get out your calendar. You want to sit there and you want to look at all the upcoming holidays. You want to look at any concert dates that you have ahead of time. And you want to pre-plan these things so that it's not just all last minute. Now, I know that sometimes on the fly, it's a little easier to come up with ideas because you're kind of the adrenaline's going. But once you get the template down for how you do things, you're really going to just have to follow that template over and over again with a little different spin depending on what it is that you have to offer. Now, let me just give you a little idea here for plan of upcoming sales promotions. Get that calendar out, look ahead, a whole year ahead, and start jotting down ideas. Like, in other words, if it's Christmas, are you going to release an album there? Are you going to release a single? Do you have a music video coming out? Anything like that that has to do with any holidays. Pick your release dates, pick your times that you're going to offer these special events, and time them accordingly so everything doesn't all go off at once, so that it's broken out throughout the year. It will not only continue your sales and boost your sales, but it will also help with that engagement, because remember, every announcement or thing you're putting out there is a piece on social media, and that draws attention to what you're doing. So whether it's the re-release or a new release or a new single or a held back single or a rough cut or an acoustic cut or a studio cut or a behind the scenes video, all of these things should be thought about. They should be planned ahead, and they should be part of your music marketing going forward for a whole year. And it is so, so easy to do if you just do it in bulk. In other words, sit down, make the year's plan, and try and stick to it. I always suggest also like doing little reminders like through your phone or on the computer. I have reminders going off on my phone and computer all day long. Not only my to-do list to make sure I stay on track for the day, but also my prep list to make sure that I have things that are coming up that I don't forget about. So those are all really, really helpful. It's great to see you guys. I see you all on Periscope and here in the Blab, and it's awesome to see you here because I always love seeing your faces and seeing your comments. So thanks so much for being here. Just got to give me a little bit of water because I've been talking all day. Okay, so next, bonus lists of merchandise. Let's get out a pen and paper, shall we? Because I've got a little bonus here for you. So bonus merchandise is like a sales incentive. It's something that really seals the deal. You know what I mean? For a new fan, an old fan, a prospective fan, somebody who hasn't ever seen that t-shirt that you just released, or that music CD that looks so cool, or that special jacket that you just got out. Whatever it is that you have, maybe a poetry book, a novel that you wrote, a music video, whatever it is that the product is, just think of it as a product and think of it as bonus merchandise possibilities. Some great options would be things like live versions of your studio songs. Live versions of your studio songs. That's kind of cool, right? You could do them actually privacy set on Periscope if you wanted to, or you could just record them right to YouTube and privacy set the YouTube. That's something that is easy to do, and you can give the fan their actual passcode or permission to view it once they make the purchase. That would be a good bonus. Acoustic versions of your songs are always a great idea. Acoustic versions of songs go over really, really well, especially uncut acoustic versions of songs, things maybe that have little mistakes in it or little variations that a super fan would absolutely kill for. In other words, they're like, wow, you know, I love this recording that they have out, but it's been out for 6 months. They actually have a studio version that I've never heard before that I can get my hands on, and here's how I'm going to get it. They're going to charge me $9.99 for an autographed photo, and with it, I get the acoustic version, the acoustic uncut version of the song that was never released. That's really cool for a super fan. You know what I mean? Autograph photo, acoustic cut version of something never released on a favorite song. Wow, I'd really like to know what that sounded like, right? What was the difference? What was the change? Can you imagine what you would get for it if you even had a behind the scenes video of actually recording the song? That would be insane. And why not? I mean, you had a phone there when you were doing it. All you had to do was open it up. Even if you did it on Periscope, that Periscope video is no longer out there because it disappears in 24 hours. If you were archiving those videos and saving them to your computer, nobody knows where they are. Just go grab one, take it offline, put it in your archives. And before you know it, 6 months later, it becomes a bonus selection. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. That's exactly how you do it. And you do it so easily because you're on Periscope anyway. And that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get you all into Periscope as often as possible and I love the fact you guys are giving me hands up. So thank you so much for the claps. I think you're liking the ideas so far. All right. Early demo recordings. Please save them. Really, you guys have no idea. Super fans love this stuff, and it's really nothing for you. You've got them laying around. Many of you have home studios where you can create this stuff as you're working through tracks. All those rough cuts are great. Pick a rough cut that you like. Maybe that you just didn't use. A lot of you talk about songs that you did slower and then you ended up releasing the fast version or vice versa. Rough cuts are great. Those are bonus selections. Tracks that didn't make it onto the album. Remember I was talking about that earlier? Holding back some tracks and actually having the rough cuts on them. You don't have to master them. You can go as far as you want with them. Even if you don't put them out as a regular release, don't waste it because super fans love that stuff. And it's extra engagement for your social media when you put those things out. Alternate takes and mixes of your most popular songs are also very, very popular. That's what we were talking about just earlier. Exclusive interviews with artists and band members. You could do that on Periscope, either via privacy set. You can have the archives of the ones that you do here with me, whether you do them in the live streaming event or you take them from behind the music and then re-put them out there as part of a special video package that you send to their home or you send them via Dropbox. Things like that are really exciting, and people, believe me, they do not see everything that you have all the time. So it's really important that you treat your products like they're groups. And even if they're out there on Facebook, you could just repackage them and clean them up a little bit, add some bonuses in there, and all of a sudden you've got a great piece of material to be able to market out there as bonus selection for buying your new album. The last thing I had on my list I wanted to mention to you was private video tours. Private video tours of your rehearsal spaces and tour buses. I've been telling you guys, this is like the number one thing that super fans like to see. They love to see it on Periscope. It gets high engagement when you're looking around and you're not just sitting in one place. That is the highest engagement rate that you'll get on Periscope, and it will definitely attract new fans because it tells a story really, really fast. And even if your space is a mess, I'm telling you, just get it to where you're happy with it and show them your equipment. People love to see what other people are using. They love to hear how they're using it. And it's so enthralling. I can't even tell you. Not everybody is doing or living the life that you have. So keep that in mind when you're out there marketing, because there is always someone out there that is not doing what you're doing or can't do what you're doing and finds it so interesting. And there's always another artist out there that is not at the level that you are, that you can teach or they can learn from you, and they can get inspired by you just by doing things a little differently. So all those little pieces of information, they all work in your music marketing and telling people who you are as authentically as possible. And it makes a great super fan bonus for sure. All right, guys. So I'm almost done here. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about was bulk sales opportunities. And we don't talk about this enough. Now, if you have a doctor's office, if you have anybody that has a storefront, a boutique, I'm sure you have friends or family members or whatever, bulk sales are big deals. When was the last time you walked into Starbucks and you didn't see a CD up for sale right next to the register? All of these places are opportunities for people to pick up your physical CDs, your t-shirts, your hats, whatever you have that's out there that's cool. If you're not marketing bulk sales, you're really missing the boat, because they're products. Your CDs and the things that you make aren't just for your fans. They're to attract new fans. So get them out there. I don't even care if you put them in a friend's store on consignment. Get them out there, not just at the live venues, but anywhere you can. Let me just tell you one little story that I know to be a fact. I remember a band that actually took 40 of their CDs, 40 copies of their CDs. They took it to a massage parlor where their sister's best friend works. They gave them to them at a very, very good price. And they gave them out as Christmas gifts and stocking stuffers to all of their employees. Each time they did it, it was another 40 CDs sold. And that was just a small company. So it's not just about putting them next to the register. It's also about, what are these companies giving away at Christmas time? What are they giving their employees as a bonus that you can get your CD into? And it's not just doing it cheap. You could still make some profit on it, as well as gain new fans from it and get those physical CDs and t-shirts and stuff out there. All you have to do is get them in front of the person. Go to these companies. They buy this stuff in bulk like crazy. They're always looking for really interesting new things. Even massage places and places that do facials. If you make relaxing cuts of your music, or you have a kind of a really cool, chill vibe, you could sell your CDs at those places right next to the register and encourage them to use them within their facial massages or their facial booths, so that people can not only enjoy the music, but you can make those physical sales as well. And all you are really doing is you're becoming a wholesaler. You know what I mean? Which you already are, because you're retailing your music. So that means you purchase them for wholesale. You make a little less profit, but you sell more items. This is something that your music manager should be doing, but probably didn't think of it yet, or has gotten away from thinking about doing this. And don't forget, there's tons and tons of companies you can reach through LinkedIn. All you have to do is be creative. Who's giving away gifts this year? Everybody gives away gifts. They give away bonus gifts for like several times a year, depending on the company, and especially at Christmas time. So get those CDs together, whatever, look around your house, look around your studios, whatever it is that you have, try and gather an inventory, figure out what you have for sale, put it out at a great price, and try and lock it into any friend or family member that has a company that actually purchases large bulk items to give away as Christmas gifts at the holiday times. All right, guys, so that is my boosting music marketing sales for you on Blab. It was really nice having you here. I love the fact that you guys showed up for it. I wish I would have seen you in on the conversation, but it looks like you all just enjoyed listening, which is, it makes me very, very happy. So I hope it helped. I love the fact that you guys were here. Welcome to Live Streaming 2016. Next week, we have Joseph Pagano up on with me here. He'll be talking about his music. He'll be performing some music for you. And don't forget to tune into avaliveradio.com for more great stuff. You're going to find out about all the live streaming events through the mailing list there and up on the website, as well as New Music Monday and Behind the Music series, which we do every Wednesday and Thursday. I love you guys. Thanks for being here, and good luck with your music. This is Jacqueline Jax from AVA Live Radio.